I don't know what has happened, but I have become obsessed with Street Fighter 6. Something about it. I've always been into Street Fighter. I've always like sort of admired it from the outside looking in. But then recently I did like a fighting game music listening thing. Totally just like, I was like, man, there's like so much like history in so many of these games. God, Guilty Gear goes all the way back to what? The PlayStation 2? Street Fighter, I mean, Mortal Kombat. Like, so I grew up with Mortal Kombat. I played it a bit, but I never really locked into it. And the other day, I was sitting on the couch and I was playing like Lies of P. Amazing game, right? And I've been playing a lot of Souls-likes recently. I realized that I was looking for something that was going to make me feel like I was actively getting better at it. And like, you can do that with Souls games. You can get really good at them, right? You can find ways to maximize the opportunities, so on and so forth. But then I reinstalled, because I had downloaded Street Fighter 6 because I love Akuma and I love Vega. Now Vega obviously is not in the game yet, or will he be? I don't know. But Akuma has been one of my favorite. I remember from PlayStation, Street Fighter Ultra, was it 3rd? I can't remember the name. The white box with the Alpha 3. I can't remember. I remember Akuma in that, and I remember the visuals, and I was always like, whoa, this is awesome. I'm 25 hours deep in Street Fighter. I'm playing every night. I'm playing every 23 hours. I'm playing every night. I'm sitting here mauling over getting punched in the same way over and over and over and over and over. I mean, like I got really good at the D-pad. Look, I went out and bought a Hote 42 M16 Pro for my big fucking fingers. This thing is a musical instrument, man. If you don't know who I am, my name is Marco. I'm a former professional opera singer. I love music, and I also love gaming. I've been gaming since I was 7, right? So 30 years. And ever since retiring from opera, I haven't found something that clicks in the same way, because we would literally go in the practice room and we would practice over and over and over and over and over. Little phrases, little turns of phrase, long lines, duets, whatever, right? Solo, trio, double, whatever. You would do it. You go into practice room and you do it. I have never found something in gaming that has the same mentality and the same process of improvement that opera has, until I realized that it's actually in fighting games. Not only that, but of these 23 hours I'd say that I've only spent maybe 2 of them actually playing. I placed with Akuma in rookie, the base of the base. And I'm climbing my way up. I'm Iron 1, I guess, the bottom layer of Iron. Since this is a music channel specifically, I just want to take a listen to Akuma's theme. Bam, bam. I mean, it's such like a powerful. I mean, look, I have no frame of reference, and I know that there are plenty of people that are like, well, Street Fighter 6, there's other Street Fighters that are better. I have none of the baggage of having played a legacy title. But that being said, the fact that it is a legacy title gives me like a great sense of satisfaction to get good at it. Because here's something that you could really hone in on, really practice, really get good at. And then assuming nothing terrible happens with the balancing and things, you could have those chops. It's kind of like Monster Hunter. You just kind of are ingrained and you kind of know the combos, you know the general function of things. Obviously they just added the drive gauge a couple years ago when this came out. It's amazing how like you hear the violence and the danger and the mysticism and the like brutality of Akuma in this. And I think that's why Akuma is such a cool character to me, because he's like to me, he feels very anti-hero, and I honestly don't know his base story, right? But it's just awesome to me that Akuma has this music that's very flowing, even though his hits are all very sharp, and it's got kind of that midline, medium, heavyweight champion. You know what I mean? Like there's a quality in it of poise and of energy. It's crazy because when you go all the way back to say, like, I played this for a non-gamer recently, but like if you go all the way back dude, I mean, Akuma's just awesome, and you hear it in the music. I mean, Guile's theme is really beautiful, elegant. It's got this real sense of like, yeah, you can do it, believe in yourself. This life is good, fight on. Whereas Akuma's just like, I'm gonna fuck your shit up, right? Like the entire theme is just like, he doesn't care. He's got this sense of brutality in him, and I don't know. There's something about Akuma that's just like, oh, it's just so cool. Akuma is a character for me that, like, I know there's other characters. I've been playing a lot with Manon as well. There's a lot of characters that you kind of just need to find, but like I've been watching a lot of content on YouTube about fighting games. And the thing that really comes to mind that I forget which creator said it, but essentially like find a character that's going to get you into the practice room. And it's no different than opera, dude. It's literally the same. Anybody who plays a lot of fighting games would be an excellent musician because it requires the same amount of discipline. You go into the practice room to practice the stuff that you want to get better at. You're picking pieces that you want to sing, pieces that you want to perform for your juries or whatever. You are going in there and you're like, I really want to focus on this. And that's how you show up every day. It's practice. It's just steadfast commitment to being the best version of yourself every single day. And then what's even crazier is when you get into the space, totally fucking it all up, messing up every single combo you just spent 10 times each side doing. That literally, it happens every time, because when you're placed in a moment of actual like stress, which would be the performance stage, or in this case, against an opponent in ranked, let's say, or casual or whatever, you automatically go into like, even though you will incrementally increase every single time your capabilities, you only maintain 5 to 10% each time you're in the training hall. And that's no different than in a practice room. You'd be like, okay, I finally got it. You go on stage for the audition, totally biff it. The incremental improvement is what's actually more interesting to me than actually getting good. Like, yeah, it feels really good to do like the combo where you're Akuma and you back them into the corner, you high kick, and then you do the charged fireball, and then you do the back, whatever, the Gigetsu Gakken, whatever. I mean, nothing feels cooler. High kick, medium kick, spinny thing, light kick, and then sweep, love it. But it's actually like, okay, I finally nailed it. Even though I get knocked down and I lose every single match, I hit my 3 spots. I hit my marks. I hit my combo. I hit my this. I hit my that. That's the exciting part. And yeah, you'll mauled and you get kind of, and I'm talking to like fighting game fans as if you don't already know this. But like for me, I don't know, it's cracked open something that I haven't felt in a very long time. I mean, 5 years plus, 6 years even, where I'm like, oh my God, like I have the chance to be good at this. I have the chance to like go to EVO. I have the chance to enter into competitions if I wanted to, or even just play ranked. And I remember when I was in school playing a lot of Injustice 2, and I was Red Hood, and I loved Red Hood in Injustice 2. Fast, nimble, bombs, a bit of a different style than Akuma. And it didn't really register because I was already doing that every day in the practice hall. So I wasn't thinking to myself like, oh, I want to get good at fighting games because they scratch the same itch. Because anything to avoid that scratch, because I was already scratching it every single day. First of all, what awesome music. And regardless of what theme's better and what generation is better, like, it's just dope. Like, I am so on board with the fighting game scene. And maybe this is just a phase. And like in 50 hours, I'll be like, okay, I have my fun. And that's fine too. But like, to have tasted the same feeling of being a professional musician in a fighting game in the comfort of my own home, that to me is very special. And that's why I want to stream it a lot, get better at it. I'd love to make my way up to, even silver, like just to make incremental improvements. It's just fun, dude. And the music is so good. There's lots that I want to talk about with music. So thanks a ton, you guys. I just felt like ranting about this. It's awesome. See you guys later. Bye.